Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue our conference. The first report will be presented by Olga Kolesnikova from SOVZOND, Russia. Good afternoon, colleagues. I see we are the strongest who left here. I'll try to briefly give you the key messages. So I will talk about the BlackBridge new geoinformation service, as well as about RapidEye. Let me bring you up to speed on what SOVZOND is. It's a leading geoinformation and space monitoring agency. We were established in 1992, so we have 22 years of successful operation. We're the official distributor of global data providers such as Digital Globe, Airbus Defense and Space, Roscosmos and the others. We have all the necessary licenses to perform tasks of various complexity. I mean, federal license from the Federal Safety Administration, from the Cadastro and Mapping Agency. In 2014, our company is listed in the top 5 fastest growing businesses in Russia. Our partners are a wide range of federal and regional entities. We work with the Agricultural Ministry, Ministry of Environment, and leading players of oil and gas industry. SOVZOND is the exclusive representative in the territory of Russia and CIS of information support and services from RapidEye. In 2004, RapidEye received private funding to design and launch 5-meter satellites. This was the constellation for agricultural and forest monitoring. In August 2008, all 5 satellites were launched into orbit from Baikonur. The distinctive feature of this constellation is the availability of the red edge channel, which enables better vegetation analysis, recognition of sites, of objects and their classification. 5 satellites are lined up in the same orbit, have the same features, and collect 5-meter images. A set of 5 makes it possible to capture up to 5 million square kilometers a day. I will now show you a survey from Pribaikalsky National Park. We have 8 images collected over 12 days in 5 spectral channels, and we can see how visually changes can be followed. Based on these 8 images, multimedia products were established. You can see what trees were cut off over 8 days. So accordingly, information can be vectorized, and you can calculate the actual area size. The availability of the 5th red edge channel makes it possible to decipher and classify varieties of trees, for example, burnt out areas, and felling operations. Just a few words about completed projects over the past 6 years, the most significant ones. Traditionally, we deliver RapidEye data to Tatarstan Republic to meet needs of agricultural sector, land monitoring. The other one deals with Khanty-Mansiysk province. RapidEye data for Udmurtia, and one of the most recent projects is provision of archives to determine forest characteristics. We're talking about 500,000 square kilometers. You can see some of the target areas. Having a large, massive archive for Russia made it possible to create new services, which what I want to highlight in my presentation. This is the system for monitoring of changes. PCM, or persistent change monitoring. It is designed to ensure continued and cost-efficient map and database update. The new service offers automatic analysis of actual changes, and such seasonal changes as vegetation changes are not taken account. What are the benefits? Benefits are the costs, update costs are substantially reduced. The customer purchases the image of the area of interest and can from now on request information only about places where changes have taken place. How does this service work? To implement this service, we use multi-temporal images, at least 8, to precisely track changes and distinguish them from shadowed areas or some relief features. Every pixel is tested against potential changes, and every possible change is looked at from the perspective of its duration. So this slide shows that you can use multi-temporal data, and changes have occurred only on the last 3 images. All 3 pixels have to be different from the older pixels on previous images. This service is a simple raster file. In other words, you get your output product as a raster file that is easily compatible with the existing map needing update. Combining mapping vector layer and high-resolution image enables newly updated maps. This slide shows specifications of product. Any format can be used to deliver the product. GSD 5 meter and minimum area size is 5,000 square kilometer. Of projection is determined by the user. Minimum number of images to be collected and analyzed is 8. Further on these slides, let me show you how this service works. This is the area of Tokyo, densely populated and constructed area, and we need, it seems, higher resolution, not 5 meter. This technology still works thanks to multiple data and precision of assessment. We can see that the green color indicates those changes that have taken place in this area. This is the layer, vector layer of buildings with overlay from super high resolution images before and after. So it's very difficult to detect changes that have taken place, but by using high resolution images to create composite image, it's difficult to do it. A lot of noise, quite dense place, many artifacts. And this is how the resultant, how the new image looks when you overlaid it with PCM service. The green color indicates changes that have taken place that now you can update based on high resolution. And changes that have taken place are placed under super high resolution, and we can immediately see that there have been changes, and the technology proves that. Findings and conclusions, they are quite obvious. This service enables fast identification and detection of persistent changes. This technology enables map update over larger territories without extra costs on the part of the customer. I cannot but mention that since we're talking about 1 to 5,000 map update, so I cannot but mention data that you can use for updating mapping materials. This is a new product our company offers, RPD, or Regional Spatial Data. In early 2014, SOVZOND started producing this service, which is based on high resolution, on super high resolution spaceborne imagery. It can provide for relevant and valid spatial data delivery. Depending on your task, you can get 50 centimeter or 5 meter images. This is relevant information with precision equivalent to 1 to 10,000 for plain territories and 1 to 25,000 for hilly or mountainous areas. This data can be loaded in the user's GIS. RPD is a fairly convenient tool for updating mapping materials. There are no limitations for their publication in the Geo portal. These are some of the specs for RPD 25. And samples of seamless mosaics. Thank you very much for your attention. I would like to thank Rakurs. We are happy participants of Rakurs' conferences. This is not our first time, and we would like to wish you successful work and the successful second day of the conference. Thank you very much. Are there any questions to the reporter? No questions.